Hi, welcome back to the garden. Things are coming along nicely. The Arrow Garden lettuce is doing pretty well. I've been snacking a little bit, but I caught my child coming in at bedtime and snacking on some lettuce. So the Arrow Garden is getting some love and attention. I've been eating green onion off the heart. My MarsHydro. It's still so hard to say. I've been eating green onion off of the MarsHydro. Anyway, things are growing. We still have the problem of, I don't think I mentioned it, but part of the problem with the MarsHydro is it doesn't snap. It's not very well fitted. So one of the initial complaints that I had about this is that, number one, it didn't really tell you where to get accessories for it. So these baskets are not the same size, but I think these are 1-inch baskets, which I think are pretty generic. So that might not be a tough thing to get a hold of. But what has been a struggle is it has all these little holes for the trellis. It doesn't say where to get anything that will fit in there. It's slightly smaller than a 1/4 inch, so regular craft dowels, they won't fit without modification. But I made a bunch of cute things. So I found some Sculpey while I was cleaning this place, and honestly, like a lot of it. I have been doing really well with smells lately, but I don't want to push it. So we're gonna try it. It's an experiment to see if I can handle Sculpey, but we're going to try it cautiously. So let's get crafting. I have multiple chemical sensitivity, so when I use the Sculpey and later on when I'm painting, I am wearing a big respirator. This is something that for people like me who have MCS, it's something that you have to do in order to be able to do these things. And actually being able to paint and sculpt is a very rare treat for me, something that I used to love to do, but nowadays I have had to shift my crafting into more textile arts, more watercolors, when really what I want to be doing is sculpting and using acrylic paints. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm using one of the little domes for the plants as a guide to see how big I need these covers to be, and just forming a little stump. I'm using a little, I don't know what it was, a toothpick, a lollipop stick, I don't know, something that I found to give it some texture. Some actual tools would not go amiss here, but I haven't been able to sculpt for a while, so I don't have any tools, or I don't know where they are. And even when I could use Sculpey, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I remembered it being a lot harder to get the Sculpey going. Now, when I tried it, it was actually really easy to get it soft. So I don't know if I've just improved my grip strength, or I just don't remember Sculpey very well. But the challenge that I had was that it was really almost too soft. It was hard for me to work with it because I had a hard time getting it to hold the definition that I wanted it to. But I made these little figurines, and on the bottom of all but the covers have a flat bottom, but all of the pieces that I made to go in the holes, I tried to keep a little almost like a stalagmite, stalactite. I tried to keep just like a little something that would go into the hole, because I didn't want them to be moving around a lot. I wanted them to fit nicely and sit in the hole. After I made the Sculpey pieces, then I put them in the oven and I cooked them on low, following the directions. Now, here's where, if I do use Sculpey again, I know that for me, I will need to cook them in probably the toaster oven that we have outside of the house, because actually working with a Sculpey, I mean, I was wearing a mask, so it's not a great judge of it, but it wasn't that bad. But cooking the Sculpey released a lot more smells into the house, so yeah, that was a problem. If I make anything with Sculpey again, then they'll have to be cooked outside of the house. My battery died and I didn't want to stop painting, so we did like a few more final touches, and I tried and I tried and I tried to make this this stump right. Probably needs another maybe dry brushing of something lighter, but yeah, it was a bit interesting because it turns out that my child had gotten into my paints and taken them and hidden them, and I no longer have white or black, so we made do. These are covers for where there's not a plant in the system. We can cover it up like this and block the light. So we've got a little stump, and I hollowed it out so that it would cook faster, so it wouldn't be a giant block, but yeah. We've got a little lily pad, and then let's do some supporting characters first before we look at the real cute things. We've got just a bunch of these like little rocks, because there's a lot of holes and they can't all be like super special things, or the super special things wouldn't be as special. So we've got little rocks. They kind of look like mushrooms, but once they should sit, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how that works. And then some grass things. Probably use more of those, but I didn't. Oh, this sad little rock one. It's so sad. And then I thought about making some sort of like magical, otherworldly pieces like this, and then I tried to make another one like this. Oh, that kind of just looks like a pile of poop, but that also sort of works. So we've got a pile of poop, because you gotta, poop in the garden. And now let's move on to some mushrooms. I don't know my mushrooms, so like I can't tell you the exact names of what I was going for, if I was going for one. Or it was just a generic mushroom, but we've got mushrooms. Can I get that? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, I'm living. I think this is another rock. I don't think this is a mushroom. This is a mushroom though. I'm not sure that this will actually sit, but it's really cute. And if it doesn't fit, then maybe I'll have to just cut off the nubbin and have a little mushroom, because it's adorable. Look at how cute. Oh no! Look at how not in focus. Oh yeah. But probably you could use another coat or two of some of these paints, but it is what it is. And then got a little flower and a little tiny ladybird, which yes, her face is blue because I didn't have black, so I tried to mix a dark color, but here's what it is. We got a little ladybird and little snail, which, yeah, I couldn't bring myself to make a rabbit, partly because scale-wise it just didn't really work, but also partly because rabbits are actually a big pest for me. We don't have a lot of snails here, so if you live in a climate where you have a lot of snail pressure, you might be like, why would you do that in your garden? But yeah, it's just a cute little snail. Hi guys! I'm so excited to be in the garden! Num, 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 num. Can I get that a little clearer? Num, 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 num. Bye guys! And then the last two are my favorite! I think I still need to work on the eyes a bit, but magic is real and so is my frog. For all you D20 fans out there. Hi. So cute! We got a little froggy. And yeah, the scale... the scale is a little off, but the snail is bigger than the frog. But whatever, it's my magic fairyland and I make the rules. And yeah, we've got a little gnome. I thought about making a fairy, but I just should really have had better tools to be able to work with the Sculpey. I did not, and a fairy was just not going to happen. So we've got this cute little gnome because they are very easy to make. Which is why you see them a lot. Are you guys ready to be in the garden?
Oh yes, bring it on.
Ready. Ready. All right. Oh, one more thing before we go to the garden. We also have some signs. These are just balsa wood, and I dry brushed them with some darker brown to make them look a little more weathered. And then just painted on names. And I've been trying to think of the best way to attach them. I think that we are just gonna do, oh no, I've got this masking tape and it's so dirty. I think if we just tape it down, because the garden is so one direction, like it's gonna be okay. You're not really gonna see the back, but also it should make it pretty easy to swap out the signs as the garden changes. You know what I just realized? These holes are all different sizes. So this little guy's not gonna fit there. So he's gonna have to live right over here. That was a choice. I wanna draw most of the attention deeper into the garden, so see if I can, oh no. Are any of these gonna fit then? Oh no, I have made mistakes. Okay, hopefully some of these, I guess I can always just shave them down a little bit, but hopefully some of these will still fit. Oh no, so we have 3 more holes. And one of them's kind of a biggin'. So, hide the poop behind the tomato. Yeah, tomatoes like the fertilization. It's so cute! Adorable. Okay, I am so happy with this. It is so cute. I think as the plants grow, it'll only get cuter and cuter. I love it so much. This machine, like, it's okay, but there's some serious flaws, and one of the serious flaws was all the holes, which were in different sizes and impossible to buy accessories for, but making these little decorations just, it turned the flaw into a feature, and I love it so much. It's really taken the MarsHydro from tragic to magic. Really happy. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.